Pretty good voice. Sara Hickman is the name, and entertaining is her game. She's been making her talent known around the Dallas area and is now branching out to other parts of Texas. Sara has more energy than any 5 people I know, and today she's going to show us some. First up is her morning performance at Lee Park. The event, Walk for Life.
Won't you walk, babe, I got what you need. Oh, I got it. All I want you to do for me is well do that.
Some people have described me as cool and jazzy, and some people have called me warm and emotional. I was recently in the Dallas Times-Herald, and he described me as group therapy with a touch of comedy and great music to boot. And so I don't really know what you call me. I have always and will probably always think of myself as an entertainer. That's where I feel there's a difference between me and a folk artist. I'm not saying that I don't talk about worldwide issues, but I feel a folk singer is trying to make very clear points, whereas I'm trying to just bring people together and have a good, intimate time. People can leave happy or leave moved, and that's really my goal. I always try to make people feel closer by the time they leave.
You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in and you shake it all about.
I play for so many different age groups. I'll play from children that are 6 months old in a cradle where I can't really sing, all I can do is hum a lullaby, to people that are 90, 100 years old who aren't going to remember anything current, but if you sing something from the 20s, you know, they just get a look of nostalgia over their face. So that's really important to me. I grew up in a family where there wasn't a lot of music played, but my grandparents were musicians. My grandmother played for silent movies, and she ran away at 17 to New York. So that part was always really important to me, to try and learn old jazz standards. And then I joined a country swing band, and I played in a reggae band, and I played in an R&B band. So I started picking up lots of different styles that I could utilize as a solo act. I get real tired or real bored myself if I just sit and sing real slow songs, because I'm pretty high energy. I love to sing slow songs. I think those are my favorite things to sing because they're very moving and I can be very emotional. But I also like to be upbeat and rowdy and get people real excited. It's always really great when people stand up and start dancing with me, because then I feel like, you know, because it's just you.
Now comes the afternoon performance at White Rock Lake. Shrimp Fest 88.
Don't it always seem to go? Don't know what you got to discover.
First album I bought was the Partridge Family. I grew up on the Partridge Family, the Osmonds, the Carpenters, the girl that sings Ode to Billy Joel, Bobby Gentry, and Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. So I grew up with a real corny collection of what I thought music was. And it wasn't really till I got to high school and people started going, "You listen to what?" that I started realizing there's a whole world of music out there. And I started listening to Heart and the Rolling Stones, and I started getting into that 60s kind of music. And I was in a folk group. It was 4 girls that played guitar and sang. And we wrote silly songs together, and we had a lot of fun. It was good. But I guess the people I really started enjoying in the last couple of years that I really like are Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan and Billie Holiday. I really like Katie Lang. She's new. She's got an incredible voice. And
well, you do your own thing, don't you? I mean, you're out there and you're going to do your thing.
Yeah.
It's not so necessarily this is the popular thing right now, but
well,
I'm Sara Hickman and I'm going to do
It's
that.
odd that women solo performers are in right now because, you know, it seems like I've been doing it all my life, 10 years now. And I've had bands on and off, but it always seemed like when I got back to my solo act, more people would come to hear me. And I think that's because when I have a band, I don't have that intimacy.
Sons of Herman Hall. Her evening performance of the day. And what a day it's been.
let's go. By the way, don't pick up your dish. Good girl had to be a fish.
I would have a lot of fun touring, and I would love to be on talk shows, and I would love to do the whole thing, you know. I feel like I'm accomplishing all my goals anyway. I've always set goals for myself, and I've always accomplished them. And the older I get, the more faith I have in myself. You know, when you're young, you're kind of like, I'm going to set this goal, and then maybe I'll do it. Well, now I set a goal, and I say, I'm going to do it. It's like the little train that says, I think I can, I think I can.
I think she will. I think she will. For About Town, I'm John Tanner.
You